Christy, or Miss Bikini Buns. I am here on this beautiful Thursday, September 4th, 2025. It is 4:30 in the morning, ready to give you my morning impressions. Not much to say. I think I slept a little better, but honestly, I got up at 2:30 in the morning, and I've been up ever since. Didn't buy collagen because I didn't go to the gym where I usually buy it, because I think it's easier to buy it from the Gym Pro shop than order it online. I used to order it online, but the shipping got so expensive, and then plus you can just have it as soon as you buy it, because especially with this particular brand, well, not this particular brand, but the other brand of that I get my greens from and my protein. I've been having mail issues with them. I mean, not that particular company, but every time I order lately, something is wrong. Okay, so one time, maybe about 3 months ago, I ordered from Legion, and they're a good company, don't get me wrong. Okay, so I was waiting for it to come. It was protein shake and a few other supplements. So, you know how you get the tracking notice that it's here? Okay, so all excited, all waiting, and then it says, it's delivered. So housemate Daniel went to go pick it up from the parcel box, and the key that was left in there didn't fit any of the parcel boxes. So then, he went to the post office, and then it was gone. So I tried I appealed twice, and they wouldn't give me a refund or anything, because it said, it got delivered. I'm like, no, it didn't. And I even said about the key and everything, and no. So that was gone. That was money gone. Okay, and then this recent one, I was expecting my multivitamins and this other supplement. And on the way here, I think the last tracking thing, it said it was in Hawaii, and then suddenly it was lost. So now they're sending it to me again, but the thing won't come until September 17th. But then they said they expedited it. I'm like, is that your definition of expeditions? Because sometimes I order the thing and it's here in 5 days. Anyway, so yeah. So I just oh boy, I found out that Legion is sold in the vitamin shop, so I think I'll be getting my stuff there instead of through the mail, because this is just ridiculous, and it's just been happening recently, So I don't know. Kind of disappointed, because now I don't have a multivitamin, and I'm not going to go buy another one. Then you're committed for that 90 days or whatever, 180 days that you spent the money for that multivitamin. And then what about the one that's coming? So yeah, so I'm doing without. So that's not what I was going to really talk about today, but it just came out. Hold on, I gotta take my pills. So I weighed myself this morning, and there was a slight increase in my weight, which I expected, because I was on rest day. So I'm going to enter in my Oh, not this one. I'm going to enter in my weight. Oh, here it is. That's why I didn't want to say nothing when I found out the other one. Yep. So it'll go down. It'll go down. We're going to think positively. 43.3%. 53.8%. Yeah. So that is what happened so far. Oh boy. I wish I slept longer. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, the calories. The calories. So today is another day of work. Let's see. And going to the gym for legs and my cardio. Let's see, 5 hours. I was wanting to talk about priorities. So, you know how I've been feeling overwhelmed. But now I'm trying to think, okay, what is our priority? In this moment, in this space of time, what is very important and what is not so important? Or you also could say, what can be done quickly so it's not nagging over my head? So I have like a dual thing, like what is important? Okay, get that done. But then what task is also important that can be done quickly? So then I don't have that in my head and it doesn't cause me anxiety. Yeah, so I'm trying to deal with that. But you know, when you come home, you're just so tired. You're emotionally tired, you're mentally tired, physically tired. You just want to just like let it go. You know, oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. Okay, so you know, like when some people need to just be by themselves for a certain amount of time. Okay, so maybe that's a terrible introduction. Okay, so this is the introduction. When I was just starting to teach, when it was lunchtime, the teachers would all gather in the lounge and then eat together. Okay, but I honestly, deep down, I didn't want to. I wanted to stay in my room and decompress. But then you're seen as, oh, you're antisocial. You don't want to you know. So then you're kind of forced to go. And then you listen to all these stories, talking. When all morning you've been hearing talking from your students. And for me, I'm an introvert. So I want to just decompress and let all of that go. So when the students come back to me after lunch recess, that I'm good to go, I'm ready to teach, and, you know, I'm energized. That's how I, you know. So another thing that I can thank COVID is because of COVID, remember, we couldn't socially gather. So then it was socially acceptable to be eating in your room. And then ever since then, I have just been eating in my room. And I love it. You know why? Because I get to decompress. I get to prioritize things. I get to get these little things done. I don't need to be hearing extra chatter. And, you know, I can turn myself off for a little bit. So when the students come back, I'm refreshed, you know, and I'm good to go. So that's a good thing. And I just read this post on Facebook saying, can we make it socially acceptable that people just need to be by themselves for a little while during lunch, you know, and to decompress? And I'm like, yes, thank you. And it took 20 years for people to recognize that. Because I remember when I first was teaching, and then I met up with a high school friend and another friend. And she gave me such shit for like, oh, how come you don't want to be, you need to be more social. And I wanted to just slap her. It's like, shut up. You don't know what I go through. You don't know. I mean, I just hate when people just put their labels on you. And can't we just accept people for like how they are? Some people, there's just too much overload. And we're just hanging on by a thread, so we don't lose our shit. I mean, I understand it's important to show up, but there's other times when it's like, it comes back to priorities. There are times you really got to show up to be there for family gatherings, whatever, like work stuff. But there's also times where you need time for yourself. And if you got to click off, you got to click off. You got to snooze, you snooze. You got to, be in sleep mode. Be in sleep mode, like the computer. But man, it's like, sometimes we are all not the same, and we cannot just be labeled as this stereotypical what you have to be. There are a lot of different personalities. A lot of people are going through things mentally or emotionally, physically, and you just got to let them be, because they know what's best for themselves. Now, if they're going down, they're spiraling down, yeah, you got to help them up. But we don't always need to dictate other people's lives. You don't need to make them feel bad for having these feelings, knowing what triggers them, and knowing that they know their own triggers, and they're trying to avoid having a complete meltdown or, pulling out their hair or anything, Yeah, I just thought of that now, because I can just think of a lot of instances where it was like just hanging on by a thread, and just people pushing me to do things. And it's like, I am very socially overloaded right now. No, I can't do it. But then getting guilted into doing things that I don't want to do. And it wasn't even very important. I mean, who is this event for? The people actually, or, because, I don't know, I'm thinking of an incident that will perfectly describe what I'm talking about, but I'm holding myself back because, anyway, the point is, we have to think of other people and recognize their triggers, and recognize that they know themselves and they're trying to regulate themselves. And they're trying to prioritize what is important. What do I need to show up for? What can I shut down at so that I am ready to meet the world? We shouldn't be guilting acquaintances, friends, family to be doing something that's not really important. I mean, if it is important, express that it's important. Please, I would like you to show up for me. Okay, that I can understand. But then you're also giving that person the amount of time to build up to it, to get themselves ready for that event. If you're just throwing it at them, then they're going to lose it in some way. Or if they just came off of a long day of travel, and then you're expected to show up at a dinner after this long day of travel and delays, and they just been through the thing, they have a headache coming out of their temples, and then yet you're you could have just easily canceled the dinner and just said or have it with the people there and just say, I'm sorry, so and so couldn't show up because they just had a long day of travel. The delay, their flights were delayed. Can we reschedule with them, but we can all sit together and have this dinner? No. You know what happened? Had to go to the dinner. Headache, migraine is exploding. Full overload. Yeah, I just said the incident, but I'm not gonna say when. But yeah, I can remember. That's what it comes down to. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. I think that's what I'm going to title this today's vlog. Take care of yourself. I was going to title it about priorities, but it's going to be about taking care of yourself. And taking care of yourself includes knowing your signs and your triggers and trying to regulate yourself. And by all means, regulate yourself. Recognize the signs and do things that will help you not lose it, not go crazy. Because some people cannot even recognize the signs and regulate themselves, so they always explode. I didn't think that was possible because I'm coming from my perspective, from my point of view. But there's other people in the world that cannot regulate themselves. And then we call them crazy. We call them, they have anger issues. They have all these issues. Yeah, because they cannot regulate themselves. So why are we punishing the people who can regulate themselves and guilting them into doing things and causing them to have anger issues and explode and do this thing? I don't know. But that's something to think about, isn't it? So remember, please like and subscribe to this video. I'm going to end this now because I'm just talking and talking. So see you later, bunnies. Hit you up on the Classroom Chronicles or see you on the Gym Accountability Check-In. Bye. Hi, bunnies. It's Christy. I'm here in my classroom. Time for Classroom Chronicles. So this morning, we're still learning our morning routines, still getting that down after a month, still reminding them to put their first name, last name, and date on their papers, trying to get them to finish all of their morning work before 8:40 in the morning. Then we worked on the grammar, and looking at a paragraph and fixing a paragraph and then recopying it neatly. And then we did rounding to the nearest 10. And some are getting it, some are still is a not yet, but we're working hard over here. Right now they are at lunch recess. I'm here trying to decompress. I turned the AC off because it was kind of getting cold. I gotta turn it back on in a little bit. When they come back, we're going to be doing our daily math word problem, finish up math, and we got to do our reading, writing, and see what happens. But today's Thursday, yay! So 2 more days to go. Nothing big happened. Oh boy, just trying to get through the day. So I'll see you later, bunnies, most likely on the Gym Accountability Check-In. Bye. Hi, bunnies. It's Christy. It is 2:17 in the afternoon. It is 91 degrees in the car, so that is why the air conditioner is on. Just leaving school so I can go to the gym and do legs and cardio and the elliptical. Very tired today, did not want to go, but I'm just going to do my 5-minute rule and see where I'm at. But yeah, very tired to the point of nodding off in class. Isn't that fun? Yeah. So here I'm trying to pull out, but nobody wants to let me out. So we're just waiting here. Waiting. Waiting so much. We don't know why. Thank you so much. And I gotta go around these cones. And I'm going this way. Yay, us. Okay, here we go. Oh God, work this stress out at the gym. Work it out. I mean, I don't know, to the point where, am I really working out for the stress? But honestly, I think I'm just working out to get stronger. It's not about the stress. Who knows? Okay, I don't go because the guy won't let them. So thank you. So, oh boy, what a day. Just talky, like little minor birds. Oh gosh, it's so hot today. So I shall see you later, bunnies. Goodbye. Hi, bunnies. I am done with my workout. I apologize for the air, but it's very hot in here. It's 90 degrees, so I'm going to drink now. I can't believe I finished my workout today because I just was not feeling it. In class, I was nodding off. You know when your eyes start closing and you're starting to rock? Yeah, that was me. Oh, and now I'm gonna go home. Hey, I'm in neutral. Okay, now that's the one. I'm gonna go home, have dinner. What else? I was gonna say. Probably so that is my gym accountability check-in. I finished and kind of proud of myself because I did not want to go, but I did my 5 minutes thing and it worked. So yeah, so I'll see you later. Bye. Hi bunnies, it's Christy. I am doing my evening reflection now because I'd rather do it now than go home and when I'm already tired. So I'll do it now, be productive while I drive home. Let's see. So this morning I talked about, what did I talk about this morning? It was priorities, but then, oh yes, taking care of yourself. So yeah, it's very important to take care of yourself. Like right now, I just took care of myself by going to the gym. So I caught it whenever someone asks me, which hardly nobody asks me, but if I have like things to do or someone wants me to do things, I mentally block off the time after school, like 2:15, I'm out of there. And I call it I have to go to my physical therapy appointment at 2:45. It's partly true, partly not true. Partly true because I am doing something physical, but partly not true because I'm not seeing a physical therapist to do my physical therapy. But I need, you know how they say you need to schedule your time, put it in your calendar? Well, I am a very organized person and I like my routines, but with me, it's for me I have to be slightly flexible because if I get too too technical on you need to go to the gym at 2 o'clock p.m. But that's not really in my schedule. I can go either later, sooner or later, then I get anxious and my whole day is shot. So I just like to have, these are the events I need to do during the day. And it is up to me about when I need to do these events, because it allows me to be flexible. And especially when you live with others and you have, little creatures that depend on you, your time can be flexible because something might come up, earlier in the day, later in the day. But I like to just think of it as these are the events I need to do, and in the order I can do it is up to me. And so far it's working. Like if I said, I'm going to go to the gym at 4 o'clock every morning, and then, I have like a crappy night like I do all the time, and then I'm very tired at 4 o'clock because I've been up since 12, that kind of thing, then I feel guilty, and then, it's something that it wasn't fulfilled, then you feel guilty about you never did it, and it goes on and on. So I found it best for me to just kind of have these events that I need to take care of during the day, and it is up to me on when it needs to get done. Like when I don't have work, I like to do my gym in the morning, but I don't limit myself to, you have to go at 5 o'clock in the morning, because I used to go at 5. I used to go really early in the morning, but now that's not working for me anymore. So now I go at 6, or I go at 7, or I go at 8. If something happens, sometimes I go at 9. So I need to be more flexible, and it causes me not to have so much anxiety. Yeah. So that works for me. I know people like to put it in their calendar, but that just makes me freak out even more. Because what if I can't do it at 3 because something came up, So yeah. So I use that time to take care of myself. And I'm out of there at 2:15, because I'm at school at 6. So I spent an hour and 45 minutes prepping, when technically you're only supposed to prep for 45 minutes. So I give them an extra hour of my time. So yeah. But yeah, I gotta get out of there, because I can't be all being a lazy bum like how I used to be. That's how I got fat. When I moved into this new place where I am living now, I was so anxious and nervous because of things. Nothing bad, but I was so anxious and nervous, and plus to living in a place for so many years, it was kind of like it felt a little bit depressed, because that's where you were for a part of your life. So I would just go to work, come home, and do nothing, and the gym wasn't even part of my life. And you could tell, because then I started putting on the pounds and just making excuses. But now I'm just like, you know what? Gym needs to be a part of my life. I think about this is the kind of life you always wanted. This part. You wanted to have enough money and access to go to a good gym, and you do. Oh, come on, hello. Oh, these people, how they drive. But yeah, so even like this summer was the first time I felt really good about my summer. I got to do what I wanted to do. I went to the pool, I went to the gym, pretty much every day. I did my schoolwork, you know, at a good pace. I wasn't anxious. I was ready to, you know, for the opening of the school year. So I don't know. Now I'm trying to really enjoy what I have with what I have. Does that make sense? Do what you can with what you have. That's what I'm trying to say. Now I'm really trying to do what I can with what I have. And I'm blessed that I'm not in a place that doesn't have AC, because it's so hot now. I can just imagine my old place where the dogs and we were just dying. It was so freaking hot. That place just like held in the heat, and box fans didn't help, and you couldn't run an AC because it wasn't, the power grid or whatever wasn't built for it. And I mean, it was just, so I'm glad where we live we have access to AC, and we have the money to run it, you know, because I don't know, it is getting hot. I don't know how I managed when we were younger, but oh boy, it's like, I mean, it's like in the 90s. Do you know, like, a hurricane is on its way, and they're tracking it now? Yeah, Kiko, Hurricane Kiko, Kiko. It's like heading towards the Central Pacific or something. So I hope it misses us. You better miss me with that hurricane. Oh boy, but we do have hurricane insurance. We have hurricane insurance. Yeah. With our renter's insurance, we have hurricane insurance. Yep, so today was a good day. Towards the end, students are chatty waddies. But need to start working on those documents. Oh my God, I just say that all the time, don't I? Work on the meeting documents. But that's what I gotta work on. People are either too fast or too slow. I'm trying to change lanes, and people are too slow or too fast. So I cannot get the good timing. Oh boy. And like, what is the bottleneck over here? I don't understand. Anyway, workout was, I made it. I did my workout. Oh boy, I can't wait till Wonderland. Wonderland is on its way. I can see it. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I made my own song. Boy, we'll see. 2 more days. Friday, Saturday, and then it's Sunday is weigh-in. It's check-in day. Da 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 da. Oh, got so much cars. Got so much cars. Good thing I came from the other way and not that way. Didn't really go anywhere. I don't know, my life is pretty boring. Maybe that's why I don't have a lot of subscribers. But I don't know. I'm kind of jealous of other people. But it's okay. I'm not doing it for anything. I'm doing it because I like doing it. It's fun. I like talking to the camera and then doing the editing and the uploading and making a thumbnail every day, documenting my weight loss journey in video. Yeah, it's so fun. Helps me with my anxiety too. Yep. It's, can you believe it's already September? It's September 4th already. Oh, wow. I think tomorrow I can get some of my prescriptions. Not the main subscription though. The Zepbound is after the 12th of September. And then still no word on the compound tirzepatide being on its way. I bet you they're going to send it on Monday, and then I'll get it Wednesday. I wish they would just kind of get the order and then just send it right away. Yeah. I mean, why can't they just send it? They had time. I mean, we're in 2025. They can get orders out fast. I mean, look at Amazon. That they go fast. They lost my. See, you remember I told you about Legion and how it got lost in the mail this last time? Well, you know who did the mail on that one? It wasn't United States Post Office. It was Amazon. So Amazon lost my Legion order in Honolulu, and I'm still waiting for the replacement that's coming in 2 weeks. Oh, I forgot the collagen at the pro shop. Darn it. I'll either get it Friday or Saturday. Does any collagen even work? I don't know. It costs so much money too. All these supplements. You know, bodybuilding is not a cheap sport, you know. It is not a cheap sport. It is expensive. And especially for the women, because you're just not throwing on some board shorts or, you know, posing you know, the underwear. You know, you're just not doing that. The women gotta buy one, can be up to like between $200 and $600 specialized custom-made bikini. You know, it's not a swimsuit, a bikini, you know, suit, and then, or a competition suit, and then you have to do your hair and makeup. Then you got to get a tan. You got to buy the shoes. You got to buy jewelry. You got to do hair and makeup. I can't do my hair and makeup, so I gotta, whenever I do it, I gotta pay someone to do it for me, because I don't know. I used to be interested in makeup long time ago, but then, you know, when everything just melts off your face because it's hot, you know, you just kind of give up. I just gave up because it's like I'm all sweating and it's hot and it's just like all falling off my face. So it's like I just go natural. I don't need to impress nobody. Yeah. So here I am in traffic at 4:39 in the afternoon, and now it's too cold in here, so I'm turning off the AC. Here we are crawling along. Don't know why. We're crawling along. Okay, bunnies, so I'm going to say my goodbyes, and remember to please take care of yourself in whatever form that you need, whether it be physical, mental, emotional, whatever you need. You got to take care of yourself. I mean, in whatever manner that makes you happy. And if you can recognize the signs to self-regulate yourself so you can be in a good place, then do it. Don't let people guilt you into not following your instincts on how to take care of yourself so you can be a better person. Because that's when things happen and then you get frustrated and nobody wins. And I don't understand why people want to control your life in that way. But so yeah, that's my message for today, is just take care of yourself and don't let nobody tell you how to live, if you know that helps you be a better person. So I shall see you later, bunnies. Remember, if I can do hard things, you can do hard things. So let's do hard things together. Bye.